So what's up, everybody? It's me, Jade, Skye Spider, all that good stuff. So I wanted to do a quick little video. It's probably not going to be very quick, but whatever. I've been talking with Nikachu a little bit, and I need to get this off my chest. This has been bugging the bejesus out of me the past couple months, and I really need to say something about it. So as the people who follow my channel, I know there's not many of you, but hopefully that continues to grow. I know I'm not a consistent poster to my channel, but again, that's an autism thing. But most of you know I'm a very long time Magic player, from every level, like kitchen table, all the way to Pro Tour, World Championship, Grand Prix type stuff. So off and on, here and there, I've done everything for around 25 years or so. So I've seen literally everything this game has to offer. And something very recently has become apparent that's really gotten under my skin. And I don't know, I've never seen anything in the game quite like this. And there's a couple of parallels I'm going to draw here that are somewhat similar, but still not quite the same. You'll kind of see what I'm getting at here. So I've been playing Modern since the format was first created. I think it was around 2010, 2011, something like that. I actually played in the very first Modern Grand Prix. Here's a reason for you to laugh at me. I played Turbo Fog in the first Modern Grand Prix, and my dumbass forgot to put in archive traps. And because of that, I went the time limit in 3 of my rounds, and my 3 draws kept me out of day 2. They would have been wins if I'd had the archive traps, because my opponents had no way of winning. But yeah, I only had 2. It was 1 or 2 losses. I forget exactly. It's God, that was so long ago. But yeah, I actually did really ridiculously well with Turbo Fog, better than I had any business of doing. But I've dabbled around with different decks in Modern here and there until I found Merfolk, and completely fallen in love with it. I've never been much of a blue player, but Merfolk kind of plays like a white weenie deck, which is more of an archive. I'm still thinking of archive trap. It's more of an archetype that I really, really enjoy playing. And it has that vibe to it, and it's got a little bit of a controlliness to it, but a lot of a go wide, and like the swarm gets bigger and bigger as it goes, and it's fun. It really feels good to play, and since I found it, I've really stuck with it. I've tried other little side projects just for fun here and there, like Bogles and Soul Sisters and all these other fun things you see me dabble with. But Merfolk's been it's been my core thing. And I've been a student of Nikachu this whole time, following his videos and learning everything that he has been so kind as to teach. And at the same time, offering feedback to him as well, as trying to impart some of the experience that I've got from all my years of Magic, and the experience I've had from all the events I've played in, and all the things I've been through. So hopefully I can offer something back in return. I'd like to hope so. I don't know if I'm actually offering anything of value, but who knows? He's Jonathan, you're kind enough to reply to me, so hopefully it's a two-way street. I don't know. So anyway, I'm here to talk about what's going on currently with Merfolk. So we've had a few sets come out recently that have really changed Merfolk. For the last few years before this, Merfolk has been a pretty static deck. We've been mono blue. If we've gotten anything new for the deck, it's been like just, I don't know, like, what have we really gotten? Like, just Merfolk Trickster? We got this one random, what is it? I think it's a common, maybe an uncommon. I forget if it's common or uncommon. But we got Merfolk Trickster. That's it. We haven't had to spend a penny, just about, on Merfolk in forever. And we've gotten a little kind of stale. We got Benthic Biomancer, which was, it's a rare, but it's not a big investment in the deck. It's kind of like one of those 10-cent rares that you just, it's a bulk rare. And then we got, what was it, in Ixalan we got a bunch of green Merfolk. So this is the first chance to really diversify our decks. We all kind of played around with green for a little while, and we found out there were two really good Merfolk that gave us a reason to play green. We had Kumina Speaker, which was a common, the 1-drop that becomes a 2/2. And we had Merfolk Mistbinder, which for a blue and a green is another 2/2 Merfolk Lord, which is really good. I mean, another 2-drop Lord is never a bad thing. So for a lot of us, this gave us a reason to buy into some 2-color lands. A lot of us already had Cavern of Souls, because it helps us around control decks. So that wasn't a problem already for a lot of us. But we had to look into a lot of green lands. So Botanical Sanctum was a thing, Breeding Pool, Misty Rainforest. Some of us, we kind of diversified our fetch lands. We went with all the green fetch lands. I know Nikachu says like Pithing Needle effects. But other than that, there wasn't too terribly much. Then Modern Horizons hit. We got the new Horizon lands, which were Waterlogged Grove and blanking on the name of the other green one. Yeah, I'm blanking on the name of the other green one. But yeah, 2 new green Horizon lands, I guess that's what we call them, where you pay life to tap for mana. They come in untapped, and you can sack them to draw a card. These are great lands. They take care of when we flood out on land, we can sack them to draw a card. And it's a small price to pay a little bit of life for our mana. Unless we're playing against a burn deck, they're not too big a deal. You can run a couple of them if you're playing mono blue. You can run 4 of them if you're playing Simic. To be honest, I really like the Simic Merfolk. This is the one I've been really geared toward. I'm enjoying the shit out of it. So this is the deck I've been leaning onto, and I spent honestly not that much money upgrading toward the green. It wasn't a big investment for me. Since I play Commander, I really didn't have to drop a lot of money to pick up what I needed for it. I'm going to go ahead and switch cameras now so you can see what my Simic deck looks like. Now, I'll get to the other cards in a minute on this. This is what my fully upgraded list looks like. But right now I'm just going to focus on the land here. So when we're looking at the land, I've got the 4 Botanical Sanctums in here, 2 Breeding Pools. I already had one for my Commander list, and I'm only running 1 Misty Rainforest. So again, I only need 1 Breeding Pool. I already had the Misty. The 4 Botanical Sanctums, oddly enough, again, this is online pricing, those weren't that expensive. They were all less than $1 each. Waterlogged Groves, these were only, I want to say $5 each. Now, when we get into buying singles, I'm not going to make a big deal about having to buy 4 $5 cards. That's not a big deal for buying rare cards. $5 rares, cool. Like, I've been playing Magic a long time. That's a totally reasonable price for buying singles. Now, when we get into the other cards, for the sideboards, we needed collector roofs. Now, I needed 4 of these. This guy was surprisingly pricey. These were $8 each. For a sideboard card, I was really kind of shocked. I kind of just bit the bullet on these and picked them up. Let's see, doing the math, that was $32 for 4 sideboard cards. You'll see in a minute, I'm really glad I ended up picking these up immediately. But still, this hurt. This really hurt price-wise. It's not often you see this kind of cost for a rare initially after a set comes out. So yeah, that was an issue. And then the big one came with Force of Negation. As any Merfolk player will know from watching Nikachu's videos, we all see 4 of these per deck. And I know Nikachu's talking about cutting it down to 2 in the deck and 2 in the sideboard. As you see, I've got 2 in the sideboard with that little hazard thing around it, showing that I don't have the 2 for the sideboard. At launch, these were $25 each. Now, I've made it clear in my videos, I'm disabled. I'm autistic. You guys know it. I live on disability. I don't have a lot of money to work with. I don't make any money off this channel. I used to make money as a professional musician. My music is still online. That link over there that slowly goes by has a link to my music. Since I don't play shows, no one knows about my fucking music anymore, so no one goes and buys it. So unless you go to that link, no one's buying my music, so I don't make any money off of it anymore. I breed tarantulas. That is the slowest way in the world to make money, and I'll tell you most of it goes back into, most of it goes back into supplies for tarantulas and buying more tarantulas because I'm an addict. So I don't make money on that either, so I pay for Magic cards with my disability money. So Force of Negations. I spent $50 to buy 2 Force of Negations the day the set came out. I said, you know what? I will just deal with the cost. I'm treating it like Force of Will. I'll get 2. I will wait until my next check on the 1st of next month, and I'll spend $50 and buy the other 2. That's how I'm going to do it. So I bought my 2. I waited a whole month. I went to go buy the other 2. They were now $75 each. I'm pausing for dramatic effect here. There's no way I'm going to buy these cards now. There's no way to afford it. I decided to go through my collection. See if maybe I had some superfluous cards that I didn't need anymore. Maybe just some random expensive commander card I wasn't using. Got rid of some stuff. Maybe I could come up with 75 tickets, maybe get 1 extra one. By the time I did that, they were now $80. So yeah, not doing that now. By the time I got around to doing that, Eldraine had come out. Well, Eldraine released 2 more cards we need for Merfolk. And not just Simic Merfolk. Mono Blue and Simic. So we had first Brazen Borrower. I got one of the fancy ones because they had one fancy one available for $1 more. So I got one of the pretty ones as well. I like the border. What can I say? So Brazen Borrower. This goes in both versions. So Brazen Borrower releases at $15 a copy. Again, these are online prices, not paper. Online's usually much cheaper than paper. So these are $15 each. And then Oko, Thief of Crowns. Oko comes out at $20 a copy. And I think, oh, that's just the launch price. He'll settle down. Most launch prices are a little inflated. I'll give it a week. It always comes down. Yeah, I checked back in a week. It's $40 now. So I'm like, okay, I want to play my Merfolk deck again. Let me just give up on the other modern deck I was thinking about playing and my legacy deck, and yeah, let's get rid of all that extra commander stuff I've got. I spent 6 hours yesterday putting together a trade binder of all the stuff I never use. All of it. Got rid of all my extra modern stuff, all the legacy stuff I'd been dreaming of putting together. Put it all together, shipped it all over to Card Hoarder, got all these extra tickets so I could afford 2 Okos. Got 80 tickets. I logged on to Card Hoarder. Got ready to purchase myself 2 Okos. So I'd be able to try and play Simic Tropical Fish. Let's show you what I found. He's gone up again. $52. 52. For a card that is in print. I have never seen an era in Magic quite like this. The only thing I can compare this to, the only thing, is in M10 when Baneslayer Angel came out. When Baneslayer Angel came out, she started at $20. This is, $20 when she first came out. She quickly went to $30, then to $50, and I want to say, I think she peaked around $70. Yeah, I think she peaked around $70. We're talking for like the physical card. I didn't know online prices back then. I didn't have a Windows computer at that point. But these prices forced Wizards of the Coast to promise to reprint Baneslayer Angel in M11 so that players who spent money to get a Baneslayer Angel would not have a useless card when it rotated. That's how bad the price inflation was on that card. Just on one card. And now we're seeing cards that are coming out inflating to that kind of price point. Multiple cards immediately upon release. And now we're seeing, like, it's one thing to buy into Modern. Like, this is my key point here. Modern is an expensive format to buy into. And when you buy into a deck, like, you spend $1,000, $1,500, in some cases $3,000 to buy into a deck. And then all of a sudden, 1 or 2 sets comes out, and you have to drop another $300, $400 to update that deck just to keep it competitive. Like, that's just ridiculous. Like, how am I supposed to keep up with these Urza decks? The Urza, or God, some of these other decks like Neoform. Like, how am I supposed to keep up with a Neoform if I don't have Force of Negations? Like, if they're not going to ban Neoform, how do I have any hope to compete in Modern anymore? Like, you see all these tabs open. I wanted to show you just a little thing here. So we've got Force of Negation sitting here. Like, I'm not going to go at the cash prices here because I'm just looking at the tickets. Because, like, most of us are using our tickets to pay for things. Like, we're trading in our cards, we're getting new cards. Like, most of us are paying with tickets. So we're looking at $85 for a Force of Negation. Brazen Borrower, $12. This one at least has gone down since initial. So this is what you normally see cards do. This is reasonable. Still annoying, but reasonable. Oko, as I just showed you, has gone up to $52. This is ridiculous. Now let's compare it to a fetch land, Misty Rainforest. This is the most expensive Misty Rainforest available at $14. Fetch lands are supposed to be the end-all be-all of Modern. Those Botanical Sanctums, 66 cents. Collector Oof. I didn't know this before doing this video. I told you I thought $8 when I got the most expensive. They're almost $21 now. How long has Modern Horizons been out? Actually, I didn't even look these up yet. Blanking on the name. What's the name of these again? Waterlogged Grove. Let's see if these have changed. Okay, Waterlogged Groves haven't changed. Okay. I was a little curious on those. Scalding Tarn, the most expensive fetch land, most expensive version, $21. Still cheaper. Well, same price as a Collector Roof, but what, 1/5 the price almost of Force of Negation. Snapcaster Mage is only $22. It's one of the most expensive cards in Modern before Modern Horizons came out. How about Liliana the Veil, one of the most expensive cards in Modern? $30. This is a foil copy. Most expensive one I could find on Card Hoarder. How about Nikachu's most hated card, one of the ones that should be banned? Foil Mox Opal, $55. Again, the foil copy. This one kind of hurts. So Force of Negation. How does it compare to Force of Will? Most expensive one I could find. $69. Cheapest Force of Will I could find. $20. $20. So yeah, it's really getting to me. And like what really got me is I started looking into these prices and like the cost to upgrade my my Modern Merfolk deck from where it was before Modern Horizons to where it would currently need to be is about the same cost as it would be to buy a mono blue legacy Merfolk deck, again online, from scratch. Think about that for a second. That shouldn't be the case. Like, the prices shouldn't be doing this. Like, when you invest this much money into a modern deck, you should not have to spend hundreds of dollars per set to upgrade it. Like, this is what we do in standard. And this is why many of us play modern. Like, we don't want to play standard because we don't want to spend hundreds of dollars per set every set. Like, I don't know, is it just me? Like, this is why I haven't played standard in over a decade. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave some comments below. Let me know what you're thinking about this. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, just let me know if I'm alone on this.